like AI has so many billion parameters. If you have a laptop and if you try to train it on laptop, your laptop will blow off. Okay, so they are trying to quantize that. Okay, like in electronics they say everything is 32-bit. Quantization is from 32-bit you reduce it to 16-bit. Okay, so for training it will be easier.
Hey, hi Akshay.
Hi Manoj.
Welcome to Leaders in Transit. I believe you would have seen some of our already telecasted ones.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for inviting me again, and it was like great format. I've never seen a format like this, like driving over a coffee shop and having casual as well as technical discussions. So yeah, all your episodes were good. I enjoyed watching them. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, so some icebreakers to begin with. Okay, and let's not directly go to deeper thoughts and stuff and all, right?
Yeah.
So to begin with, we would love to know who is Akshay, what is Akshay, some details about you. Don't read your CV to us, but tell us some things which are interesting, which are some things nobody knows.
Okay. You can say Akshay is a curious person. So that's why he loves testing. So he wants to see what ifs. So people do the things, but what if? What if you do this? What if we do that? So you can describe Akshay as a curious person, always wanting to know things better and like learn new things from others. And you can say like I am a little bit community driven. So I want knowledge from all the people rather than me trying stuff out and doing things. So you can say like I'm much community driven. I like to get feedbacks. And yeah, I'm that kind of person, you can say that.
Okay. Tell us about your initial days, Akshay. Where are you actually from? What was your educational things, background? Curious to know.
Yeah. So I'm basically from Dandeli. So I completed my preschooling from Dandeli. Then I was in Hubli. I completed my education in Hubli. So like coincidentally, there was a thing in Hubli called as in my college. So for open source awareness, so I was part of that. So from there I got a spark of open source. So post completing my degree in electronics, I came to Bangalore, and the first thing I got in hand was testing. And that time my mindset was like everyone has, कि भाई I want development. मेरे को testing क्यों डाला है? And everyone, there was a buzz about like you in those days, like 12 years back, 13 years back, like you have to be in development, not in testing. So those things. But then I thought, okay.
You got placed in campus?
Yeah, I got placed in campus.
Okay.
So for one multinational company. So there I was put into testing. And to be frank, in college I hated coding. I didn't like coding because I am from electronics background. Okay. So I used to always avert from coding, and I was like, I will do the stuff only electronics way. I will not do coding. So post coming to TCS, I was placed into testing. And that too, like in those days, it was like you should not go for testing, and that too for manual testing. There was a huge like commercial, like you have to be a developer, not into testing. So I started my career as testing into manual testing. Then I thought it's not so bad how the jargon said. And the testing is also very much important, because in development you do the things like you will do it whatever is given in document. You never think out of the box. So slowly I started picking up manual testing and started liking testing. So what happened was like slowly that time in 2012 there was a tool called Selenium. So which had come.
It's still there.
Yeah, it's still there. And that time it was very new. It was like a new thing in the market. So I used to live a PG nearby here itself. So I started my journey from this gully itself in Kundalali. So and coincidentally when like someone was discussing, so in one of the room someone was discussing like there's a new thing in testing, Selenium, and there is something called as Java Selenium. So you have to learn, otherwise you will be obsolete. So nowadays, like we are saying, right, if you don't know, you're obsolete. Those things were going on that time. So if you don't know it, like you're obsolete, manual testing will not be there. So those things were going around. So I thought, okay, let me try what the Selenium is. So let me do that part, but I was scared of coding. So I don't know what to do next. So I joined an institute here, QSpiders, there is one institute. So they started teaching Java and I started understanding it actually. So the thing I got to know is I was scared of coding because I didn't knew stuff inside that, how those things works. So I came up with Java, like I learned Java, I started Selenium. Then I started building this frameworks and all, automation test frameworks and all those things.
And this was in 2014, 15?
Around, yes, 2013, 2014, I started my automation journey, and it was like plain, that time there was TestNG, Cucumber, those things were there. So slowly after this, there was a new thing coming, Rest Assured API testing, which was new. I think it's around 2014 and 15. So I ventured into that part as well. So that was very new for me. So I picked it up from there. So, and Git was also new thing for me. And to be frank, like Git, and there was no YouTube tutorials that time. Like now you have lots of tutorials on YouTube. You have AI to support. That time only Stack Overflow was there to support you. So we learned the things the hard way. So Git I learned the hard way because I had to revert some changes for 24 hours. I did some malicious commit. So some of the commands I learned through those mistakes, I will never forget. So I can say that those commands are still there, like what happened on. So I learned from my failures there. And one thing I learned from that job is looking at the logs. So log files. So mostly like what happens is when we are new to things, we do things. If it fails, we straight away go to seniors and ask what is wrong, what is going wrong, what is happening. So there I learned how to look for the logs and fix those issues. So those things I learned there. Then later on there was like a new thing, Playwright came up. So that is turning point, I would say, for me.
When this is
5 years ago.
5 years ago.
5 years ago.
21.
Yes, 21, and it was a small tool. And me and my friend like were having conversations like this new tool. So let's start doing Playwright. And I am a Java resource, so I thought I will do Playwright with Java, but the syntax was very huge. So I thought, let me check with TypeScript. And I would say it is like stroke of luck or something. JavaScript framework was not available for Playwright, TypeScript framework. So I started my open source journey from there. So it's been 5 years. I'm still maintaining that framework, Playwright. So now Playwright has like has huge potential. But when I started, it was like it was very, the community was very small. So people were hesitant to use Playwright. So they were saying like Selenium is there, it's there from 10 years. So now people are like moving more towards Playwright. So currently from Playwright, I started slowly shifting towards AI. So like we had a conversation in Moolya. So you guys are also more focused on AI. So yeah, currently I'm working on AI testings and most like fine tuning, which is new thing for me. So technology, but it is new thing for me. So currently I'm focused on like AI testing and LLMs, so those things.
Great. So actually we'll go slow. Okay.
Yep.
We'll not go to testing straight away. We would love to know who's Akshay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where the beginning is.
Mm-hmm.
So you said you did your electronics engineering.
Yes.
So why electronics? What was the reason for that decision?
Yeah. The reason is very simple. Like that time there was no proper like career counseling. So I asked someone like which is the #1 field which doesn't involve coding. So they said you have only 2 options. Either you go for civil engineering or electronics engineering. So then I went for the counseling. Then the same thing, like I got it from 2-3 people, like why should I go for like which is the field which is #1. And that time it was like if you do electronic and communication, it is the #1 field. So I just took it out of that decision, like okay, I want electronics and communication, and electronics and communication doesn't have coding part of that. So I just took like, okay, let's say go for electronics and communication engineering. And I started my career in communications itself. So I was involved in 4G. So in my first project, so that time 4G was new, so I was involved in that.
So after your electronics and communication, engineering of course.
Yeah.
So you were hired for that role, right?
Exactly, communications. Yes.
Yeah, you were in the communications.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us something about the transition from Hubballi to Bengaluru.
Yeah, it was a shock, cultural shock for me because because I have not gone outside my home. Like I did completed everything, like schooling and everything in like from my home, and in electronics communication, the college was just 5 kilometers from my home.
Oh, so you've never stayed in a hostel?
Yeah, and it was a huge shock for me. Like I even like called my mom once and said like I'm not liking Bangalore here. So the food, like I stayed in PG, so food is not good. So we stayed on the top floor, so it was too much hot for me. So I was telling mom like, so I want to go back. It's not like good. And first, then like, and what happened was supposedly like one of my friends stayed in other PG, so I shifted there. So it was a little bit better situation for me. But coming to Bangalore, it was really shocking actually for me. So yeah.
So I'll tell you. Okay, I remember. I am also from Shimoga. If you know, hopefully you'll know that, right?
Yeah.
So when I came to Bangalore and I went and wrote this walk-in, not that, the scheduled first round written test.
Yeah.
That was also TCS, by the way.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So all of us had to apply, and they called us to some big building on a Saturday. We had to do that and stuff. So there's one guy sitting right next to me. He said hi. I said hi. We finished the exams and stuff. And he said, would you love to come have a coffee there? And we both went to a coffee. There's a stall there. Okay. He asked me a question. Okay. Where are you put up?
Okay.
I have completed my schooling, everything in English medium. I couldn't understand what he was asking. So the Bangalore lingo, the way of life, and the people here, the confidence level, even the people with Bangalore people have
much confidence,
much more confident. The way they speak English and stuff and all. It took me a year and two to get to that level. So I mean, that is what I wanted to understand from you, saying that a guy born, grew up completely at home, never been to an hostel.
Correct.
Shifting to Bangalore would have been a cultural shock,
right? And it was like, I would say, like you have to learn things for the like need of the hour. So here I came, I learned many skills, life skills in Bangalore, that I would say. Like that was one thing. Bangalore taught me how to live life. So that is what I would say, like independently. So many things.
So in your journey, have you ever been outside Bangalore, anywhere else? Have you, not visited as a part of the work? Have you traveled?
No, not much. I have stayed in Bangalore. So if you say the other end, I was in RR Nagar. So I consider it as a different part of Bangalore. So yeah, I was in RR Nagar. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So that is still Bangalore.
Yeah.
You have a flexibility to work from home and work from office, is it?
Yeah. We have flexibility for that. Yeah.
Nice. Whoa. Okay, he's blocking me.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a nice one.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like what, 14 years in Bangalore now?
Yeah, 13 years. I've completed 13 years in Bangalore.
13 years in.
Yep.
So from electronics to electronics communications kind of a stream itself, then through that into testing, then you did explain some of your journey, your curiosity to learn new things and all that stuff. So apart from you, can you relate anyone else in your life who have come from electronics in the similar journey, or is it only you who went completely North Pole to South Pole?
No. There are few of my friends who had the similar journey. So from electronics as well, so from mechanical as well.
Mechanical as
well?
Yeah,
exactly. Yes, from mechanical as well. So they started their career in TCS, like Tata, with me itself. So they were also put up with me, like for testing itself. So yeah, I can relate to their journey as well, like how the things changed and everything was new, like what is testing, we had to learn what is testing, what is manual testing, so what is bug and all those things. So yeah, I can relate to them, like they are also, I can relate like they are also from different field which they had education on. So they are working on the completely 180-degree shift. So yeah, I have a few of the friends.
A different question, I'll go into a different tangent. There are many people who take testing because they don't want to be good in, they don't want to do coding.
Yes.
Okay, so you kind of came there, but it's according to me, I would say that cannot be a logic.
Correct.
Okay, for me. Okay.
Correct.
It's my view.
Correct.
You have the tester or a test engineer have to have a thinking in line with the product guy and the strategist.
Yes.
A developer has some flexibility
Yes.
to do whatever that he wants, but a tester doesn't have a flexibility. If you lose a defect, it ends up in the production and it's right in front of the customer.
Correct.
Then there are so many articles and LinkedIn things that has come out.
Yes.
What is the cost of the bug at development level to production levels and stuff.
Yes, agree.
So the passion for quality, the passion for understanding the product and the application, the passion for understanding the mindset of a end user.
Correct.
These are not some simple, easily trainable skills.
Yes.
So for me to say I don't know coding, so I went into testing is very trivial.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Or rather, I would now. I was a developer. I used to have my views on testers. Sorry, I used to judge them. That was a time.
Yeah.
But now, given my understanding and exposure, probably I will say I don't have a mindset to understand the product in depth. So I will go into coding. So it's a very. I'm very happy to learn more about you in your journey. An electronics and communication engineer in Hubli, got fascinated with testing, then your open source contributions, like the TypeScript thingy, which was absolutely not present at all for the Playwright. You started it, you created it, it's been there for some time now.
Yes.
And I believe there are so many Git pulls out of that and stuff and all. So now let's go deeper into those things. You did mention saying that there's some open source forum or something that was shared in your college and that was where it started and stuff. Tell us about your open source journey. Go slow. Give us some details which is much more unique.
So, like I said, it started in the college. Like there was a Software Freedom Week, and one of my friends, Javed and myself, we went. And the thing was, you have to go to colleges and ask them to use open source softwares. So, like
so that's in your college.
Yeah, in my college. So the problem was, what I felt the problem was, if you go to some institute and tell them to use open source like LibreOffice and all, so they were hesitant. Because that time the thinking process was like, if you are paying for the tool, then it will be worth it. If you are getting something for free, then it is not that much worth it. Means
it will have problems, issues.
There will be problems, there will be issues. So that struck my mind. Like because LibreOffice was not that bad, but the mindset was such that if you are getting something for free, it's not that great. So it's good that we pay something and we use the tool. So that is where my journey for open source started. Like, why can the tool not be like, it will be free and like good? The tool should be free and it should be good. So that is where the thought struck.
Yeah, we'll continue our discussion inside. So it started with your LibreOffice, right?
Yes.
Okay, so open source.
Yeah.
So you and your friend went for that, went to different colleges and you started looking at it and stuff. So I want to go deeper on that topic. So it's like what, 12 years, 13 years in open source?
Yeah, around that much, yes.
Around that much time in open source and stuff like that. So I have seen many people get a vibe of open source, they'll get a high, they'll get into that open source, they'll go for 1.5, 2 years. After that, they would have contributed something, they would have let it go, then take it up and stuff and all. But you've managed to stick to that for a very long time.
Yeah.
So tell me about your thought process. What is the definition of open source for you? I know it's for community, people have to be share the knowledge. That's the ethos of open source. But what drove you towards open source? Why?
Yes. So I would specifically mention there is one video on YouTube. It is called as Code, and that documentary is about Linus Torvalds, who found he did Linux and he did Git. So there were two statements he said. One statement was that in India, I am not seeing much commits or not much Linux things coming out of India. And he was telling there are so many skilled developers there. And he even said like in the documentary, some person even said that I don't know why that is not happening, because there are skilled developers, might be they are shy or might be there is some internet issues, because there are many skilled developers in India. So that is one thought that struck me.
When did he say this?
I think in the documentary it was noted. I think that is a pretty old documentary.
Okay.
So that is one thing which struck me, and I don't know whether he said that or other person in the documentary said that, but it was a part of that documentary code. And second thing was what Linus Torvalds said was like he didn't have a thought for open source. He did it for himself. So he was solving his own problem and he put it in the community. Later people gathered and he started developing and giving some things for him. Like what the thing ethos about the open source is, you think it is for the community. You are doing something for the community, but you are even getting back from the community. So what is happening for me is, if I am giving the this framework in the open source, I have a limited knowledge on Playwright. I will read Playwright. Some documents I will read, and Playwright documentation is very huge. So I will read something. Sometimes I will skim some part. So the community comes and it tells you, why can't you do this in this way? Why don't you do it in this way? And sometimes what happens is, due to work pressure or something, there will be a new release of Playwright or new release of any tool you are doing open source. You will miss that part. So someone comes and says, have you checked this out?
The collaboration part.
Exactly.
Right? So you need not have it within your team.
Yes.
This is collaborating with everybody in the world, whomever wants to be.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And second thing is, there is one jargon called as creating a dependency.
Creating a dependency, of course.
Right? Like some people say, like if you know something, you have to keep it to yourself. Like there is, you might have heard about this. So creating a dependency in the project. So creating a dependency for yourself. So you know something. So other person doesn't know. So you have a competitive advantage. I am against that. I am like, if you know something,
you'll have to share it with
you
others.
give it. You will get many things in return, and that has happened to me. I am a living example of that. Many things, like for example, I didn't have a Mac. I tested Playwright only on Windows and Linux. That is my limited scope. Someone somewhere said me that your code is not working on Mac. So Mac users will not be able to do that. But I have fixed it for you, and here is my pull request. I have tested it. So just merge it to be working. So I was very happy. Like there is someone who is solving, like I didn't even think about that because I don't have a MacBook. I didn't think about that. But someone somewhere is telling like, okay, this is there. So I have fixed it for you and I'm giving you a pull request. So that is one thing. And second one is my selfish thing. One thing is like for me it is a selfish thing because I get excited when someone comes on LinkedIn and says like, your project has helped me in so much and so way. I get very happy.
Nice.
Like I get elated. So that is another thing like which is driving me. So yeah, those things are like part of that. So that is what drives me.
How many people or how many pull requests have happened from your open source Git now?
In Git, if you see, it will give only 15 days of the log. So maximum I saw was 16,000 downloads, around 16,000 downloads were there.
Very huge, man.
Yeah, and there are around 600 stars in that, and I think around 100 plus folks. I don't remember the number. So yeah, it has been widely used. So I am very much happy for that. So yeah, I never had imagined it will go to that. I just committed because I was solving my problem. So that time there were some issues with the Selenium, like they were saying it is slow. It doesn't handle that. So I was just looking for alternative and I got a Playwright and it solved my problem, my personal problem with this website testing and API testing and all. But then once I did it open source, I got so many things in return. So yeah, that is the beauty of open source, what I can say.
Okay. Now that I've dragged you to this place, I forgot to ask you, are you a coffee guy or a tea guy?
I do both. I like coffee as well as I like tea.
So you don't have a preference?
No, I don't have a preference.
Okay. So one of my friend used to say, developers are coffee guys and testers are tea guys.
Is it?
So I asked him whether, because D is near C and T is near
Yeah.
T, then he said, I'm going to tweet that because I never knew it.
Yes.
For him, the coffee is more of your dopamine charge for you to innovate, and the tea is much more for you to brighten all of your neurons in your brain to test.
Yeah.
So he gave me a gyan of half an hour. There you go.
Yeah.
Hello.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. So Akshay, we were speaking. We are getting to know more about the Akshay here and stuff
Yes.
like that. So I would love to go a bit away from the testing tech part for some time.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me, what makes you happy? What does Akshay do when he's not testing or doing anything in open source?
I would be around nature. So that is one thing that like keeps me happy. So I am an avid aquarium keeper. So I am doing this keeping of aquariums from past a decade. I am doing it with one of my friends, Riyaz. So he's an ornithologist. He takes bird photography.
Oh, ornithologist.
Yes, he had documented over I think 300 birds or so.
Okay.
So he gave me a little nudge towards this nature. So I find my patience and peace over there, just being around the nature. And I have recently started macro photography also, that is insect photography. So yeah, that is what keeps me happy.
Insect photography. Yeah?
Yep.
No, I'll come to that.
Yes.
Aquarium keeper.
Yes.
Okay, I'm hearing it for the first time.
Yes.
So tell us about that. What do I mean? You have multiple aquariums at your house, or what do you do? What is aquarium keeper?
Yeah. So naturally, like what I do is planted setup. So you have to have plants inside the aquarium. So outside, I'm like so much fascinated about this mother nature. So if you can see the plants over here, there is a river going over there or something like that. And plant survives. And even if you see in the cement also, like plant comes out of the cement, concrete and all. But if you're keeping the same plant in the aquarium, it dies off. So that's why I'm much more fascinated with mother nature. So how it takes care of all the conditions and all. So what aquarium keeper is, when you are trying to put a plant inside the water, so you have to take care of all the parameter, and that is where your 10th standard science comes in. You have to take care of the nitrogen cycle.
Inside the water.
Yes.
So you pump the water and you drain it every day, something like that, or no? You keep
Once
the
a week.
water.
We have to keep it. It is just like I am from like Bengaluru, chilly weather. Someone takes me and drops me into desert,
Rajasthan.
Rajasthan. I will get shocked. Like, क्या है भाई? इतना एकदम से weather. So we have to not change the water. We have to keep it there itself. थोड़ा बहुत change करो. Otherwise, species will go in shock. That is one myth busted. You should not clear the entire aquarium water. Otherwise, they are just like humans. So there is nitrogen cycle you have to take care of, because if the nitrogen in water increases, your fishes will die. There is pH, litmus test you have to take care of. If your water is acidic, fish will die. If your water is basic, more than some point, fish will die.
So it has to be 7.5?
Exactly, around 7.5, 6 to 7. Okay. Then your water hardness, either Kaveri water, like we have Kaveri water, it is little bit harder at this point here at my area.
Okay, so that is because of the borewell and other mixed water.
Yes.
Okay.
So you have to maintain that. If TDS is more, fish will die. If
What is
TDS
TDS?
total dissolved solids. So it should be around 125.
Wow. Okay.
So that also it is there in like 10 standard. So those things you have to maintain.
So that's the meter that they check for this RO, right?
Exactly. It should be around 100, 125.
Okay.
And here it was around 500. So it's not suitable for drinking as well.
Okay.
So that we have to maintain. Then you have to maintain the plants. You have to trim them. It is like keeping a garden at your home. So once you plant the plant, you have to trim them. You have to maintain them. Then you have to give them desired design. But it is a joy. And one thing aquarium teaches you is patience. It's a patience game.
Yeah.
If you do it today, you will not get the result tomorrow. You have to wait for sometimes 3 months, maybe 6 months. Who knows?
How many fishes do you have?
So
Or is it a wrong question? How many plants do you have?
I have around like 7 to 8 species of plants. So what I'm doing is a Dutch scape. Like if you go to Lalbagh and all, they arrange the flowers in certain way, right?
Yeah.
So that is what I'm trying to achieve in my aquarium.
Oh man,
and my
that's
concept,
so much. Okay.
Yeah. And my concept is twilight. At the twilight, when you see, the sky is little bit blue, little bit red.
Oh, twilight.
Twilight, twilight. So I'm trying to achieve that in my aquarium. So one part will be completely green, one part will be completely red. So it is like bringing nature inside your tank. So yeah, you have to maintain that.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so that's one Akshay that I've come to know. Second one, what is it? Insect photography.
Macros. Yes.
Okay, I have heard about macros. Okay.
Yes.
Flowers, plants, and
Yes.
stuff. Why insects, man?
I feel like they're fascinating. There is
Insects are fascinating.
yeah, it's fascinating, so colorful, and over that you can like insect even represents resilience and change of the phase as well. So as the plants. So if you take for Chernobyl, for example, everything is died off. Only plants are there, so they are resilient. Insects, if you see, they are into metamorphosis. They go
Correct.
from egg and they go from larva, and they are very resilient. So there is one of the biologist, I don't know his name, he said like God loves insects and beetles. So there are so many variations and colors in those. So I'm fascinated. In naked eye, ladybug, you can see small red dot or something like that, or butterflies. But if you see from up close, it is a whole new world. It is like quantum physics, what we say, right?
So
like quantum.
ladybug, you know,
Yes.
scientifically,
Yes.
the weight of the ladybug to the wing,
Yes.
it is not supposed to fly,
Exactly.
but it flies fantastically. It is one
Exactly.
of the wonders of the world.
Exactly.
The weight and the size and the wingspan, it is not supposed to fly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is what teaches you, right? It is very resilient and it's so much colorful. And one thing is, your perception changes. If you look the things from this perspective, and if you go close to them and look at their perspective, it is completely different. But one thing is painful is to get a perfect nailing shot, you should be there for around 1 hour or 2 hours, doing nothing but photographing insects. So that teaches you patience. So there is another patient game because they are very skittish. Insects are very skittish. If you go near them, they will fly away.
Yeah.
So you should be there, stand there for like 20 minutes or maybe
You should
50
be
minutes.
stable statue,
Exactly.
not moving. Wow.
Exactly. And I had this excursion in Agumbe with my friend like Reyes in
Yeah.
Agumbe. And for first time I experienced complete darkness. We were like photographing snakes, vipers there, Russell vipers, they are over there. So Malabar pit vipers are there. So we were photographing there and it was one of the best experience of my life. It was pitch black and there were cicadas in the background. So you just cut out from here and you just enjoy the nature. So I feel that is much needed break for all of us, going back to the roots, enjoying doing
So,
like
during my engineering days, we had gone to Kodachadri, which is again
yes.
near that Agumbe
Yes.
and all that ghats
Yes.
and stuff. And all.
Uh-huh.
So we were walking,
Uh-huh.
we saw a king cobra some 30, 40 feet away.
Yep.
It's there.
Yes.
Somebody saw it. It is right in the middle of that path. It's
Oh.
there. And we were 11 guys.
Uh-huh.
All 11 of us had become Usain Bolt.
Oh.
And you know what? That king cobra is right in the middle of that path. It had come up their hood looking
Yeah,
at us.
warning.
It is so it's far. 50
Yes.
feet, 40, 50 feet.
Yes.
So intimidating, but so beautiful.
Yes.
Man, we turned around and ran like an.
Yes.
It's far away, but even then, something took over us.
Exactly. That's the fear. Like you should not go around that. But what I observed was they are hesitant to bite you. Like what the things is like here they say, right, don't go near snake, they will bite you. But what I felt in these photographies was they are very hesitant. They want to run you away because they know that you are not their prey, and attacking you would be wasting their venom. So they are much more efficient. So that is what I feel. They want to just run away, and they are very beautiful. Like if you look up close, they are very beautiful creatures.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
This is a different picture of Akshay.
Yeah.
Okay, now that we are done with our coffee, let's
Yes.
get back to the car.
Yes.
Okay, Akshay, elephant in the room. I will not be able to finish any interview without asking things about AI.
Yep.
Now, I know I've been talking to people about AI. We've been talking about AI and stuff and all. So I don't want the normal AI stuff to be spoken. I'll combine that. Now, you have your open source knowledge and exposure
Yep.
and the AI. Would the open source wave continue with AI? What's your view? What is your feel? What are you seeing things happening? Tell us more on those things.
Yes. So in open source, let's say there are Olama models as well. So that is one thing, like you can have a open source AI. And the thing is, let's say people are saying AI is very costly. So there are tokens, so many tokens you are using and all those things, right? But Olama, I was just discovered it recently. Olama is like not even like GBs. You will get like Olamas in GBs, MBs as well. So you can download it offline and you can work with it and you can even train it. So that is one thing with open source. And there are a lot of testing framework also. Like I had spoken about Arise Phoenix.
Right? Arise Phoenix, yeah.
Right?
Arise
So,
AI. They have come out with a new product called Arise AI.
Exactly. Yes. And lots of features like for testing as well in the testing scope. Because why I'm telling this is AI is very vast. So the problem with me was when I started with AI is I don't have a direction where to go, what to do. So one of my mentors, Samrat, said like you go for testing and there is a tool called as Arise Phoenix. So go towards and you can just go for the testing part of the AI because AI is very huge. Okay, so that is one part of AI. Like with open source, and with open source, what happens is if you have a AI, okay, open source people also give ideas. You can even give your project to an AI and say, what more can I do about this? And people like generally they hate to document, right? If you are writing something, you hate documentation. You can give that work to AI. You can document on
Create
this. So,
your own agent.
Create your own agent. So that is there. So second thing, which is the like you said, new stuff in AI, is in the part of fine tuning. Okay, I will go a little bit technical over here. So fine tuning, what happens is like AI has so many billion parameters. If you have a laptop and if you try to train it on laptop, your laptop will blow off. Okay. So they are trying to quantize that, okay? Like in electronics, they say everything is 32-bit. Quantization is from 32-bit, you reduce it to 16-bit. Okay, so for training, it will be easier. So what I read recently in Arxiv, there is a research site called Arxiv, is 1-bit LLM, right?
1-bit LLM?
Exactly. That is what I was surprised about. What is this 1-bit LLM? I have seen up to 8-bit LLM. You are training up to 8-bit parameters. You have seen it to 4-bit. What is this 1-bit LLM? So I dived into the paper.
So they don't need GPUs anymore, huh?
Exactly. Not GPUs. Like you will need a GPU, but you can even train it on your laptop, right? But it is a research paper. We are yet to explore more on that. But what happens is, in LLM, if you are giving something, there are some multiplication involved. Okay, I will not go much into technical, but there are some parameters you need to multiply with. Okay, so what this LLM 1-bit LLM people, this research paper, they are doing is they are converting everything into 3 bits. Okay, -1, 0 and 1 with 1-bit LLM. So
and that can be now put on a cluster for it to tackle any number of problems.
Exactly. So even if you are not reducing the bit, now I am saying quantization, you are reducing the bits, okay? How much ever the bits are there, you are just representing everything into -1, 0, -1, 0, 1. Okay, so you are removing that multiplication part from there. Okay.
Oh man, this is so the innovation cycle for hyperscalers.
Yes.
For example, the AWS,
Yes.
the Azure,
Yes.
the GCPs. That is never ending for them because of the
Yes.
AI being there.
Yes, and it's very quick. It is very, very quick. Like you give a research paper, it is implemented, right? So that is one thing. Second one is skills part. Have you heard of the skills part? They are trying, right?
Yeah.
So I came across this
tried
skill.
some
Yes.
Claude skills. I've created some of my own personal Claude skills.
Yes,
I've updated that.
Yes, I was fascinated with this skill called Grill Me. So,
Grill me.
That is a new skill. Grill me. So what happens?
Grill
is,
you.
Exactly. So what happens is when we get a requirement, okay, I will get a requirement from stakeholder. Okay, AI is the same thing, right? You are the stakeholder for AI. You go give some requirement, it will do something for you. Okay. Now this skill Grill Me will not stop there. If you are telling it, if you tell Cloud to do a Grill Me, you are saying you design this. It will ask where is the design document. Okay. You will say design document is here. Okay, you will go through the document. It will ask you what does this mean. Until you are in the same ground, it will keep asking you questions. Okay.
So it is trying to get as much context as possible. I have to read this. Where is this grill me skill?
Yes.
Is it inside Claude?
Yeah, it is inside Claude, and there is one creator by the name Pollock. I think his name is Matt or Mark Pollock.
Okay.
So he has given a very good talk on this grill me skill. Okay. So it keeps on grilling you. Now your question, like anyone's question is, if you are grilling so much tokens are being used, right? You are grilling so much.
Correct.
Okay. The answer to that is you are using your tokens before designing something, because once you design it, then you say I don't want this, I don't want that. So you're wasting the tokens over there, right? So this is one of the skill. And
yeah, I agree.
yes, another beautiful skill is TDD, test driven development. That is also a skill. So yeah, I'm reading more about these skills. So yeah, there are many much skills over there. Like
So coming back to the open source of the AI part of it, I've tried Gemma 3. I tried Kimi for some time.
Kimi 2,
again.
yes.
2, not the 2.6.
Yes.
2.6 has recently come.
Yes.
So I tried Kimi for some time. Then I tried Olama. Then I was not very fond of the open claw, because I believe it is the clause where it will take control of your complete laptop.
Yes.
It can do whatever it wants to do, kind of a thing.
Agree.
Stuff and all.
Yes.
So I now have started to believe, saying that okay, one of them is the hosted advanced models. Let's say the Opus 4.7, the Mythos, which escaped, you know that, right?
Yeah.
Then the Codex, which is coming with the new 5.5, OpenAI, ChatGPT 5.5 and stuff. And all that. Now for hardcore high need, this is the up-to-date kind of a thing, but there are quite a lot of applications and workflows that can be very efficiently achieved with these open source models.
Exactly.
So Gemma 3, Gemma 4 is not out completely.
Yes.
Gemma 3 does video editing for you.
Exactly.
The capability of video editing is a very difficult task.
Yes.
Right? If you train Gemma 3 enough with data provided, tweak enough code saying that these are the guardrails. That's the word, right? Guardrails you put saying that what can be done, what cannot be done, stuff and all.
Yes.
For example, if you and me want to release a podcast-based app where we only put a background and we keep doing our interviews and change the background, we put a model and train that with proper guardrail, it does a fantastic job.
Agreed.
So let's say now, with your experience and exposure in the market, you work with highly regulated companies or customers, not to name any.
Yes.
So where do you see, it is your view, where do you see the balance of open source AI and these big models?
Okay, so I will come to your point. So let's say we will go for some aviation industry. Okay.
Aviation. Highly regulated and
exactly
very dangerous also. The risk averse.
Yes.
Okay.
So I would say I will divide this into two parts. Okay. So like you said, whatever the trivial tasks are there, open source models also can do. But if there are some like real-time tasks that we need a little bit higher version of LLMs. Okay. So what my view is, if there is something, and in the airplane there is like airplane mode, right? There is no Wi-Fi. How will you connect with your LLMs then, right? You cannot connect to your LLMs because you don't have a network connection. So my take on that is, so pilot might require so many documents. Okay. So for that, you can train a small LLM as like there is a fine tuning, there is RAG and everything. So open source can even run on iPads, right? So they are so efficient. If your training is on little like 4 bits or something, you can even run it on iPad. Okay. So for document reading, or if you want something quick documentation and all, you can train your LLM on that, so that pilots can quickly get through the documents and all. But when there is a post-processing, pre-processing of the flights, the parameters and all, that pilots won't do anyways, right? You will be doing it from software or something from backend, right? So for that, you can use the higher version LLMs, right? So that is my take on that.
So you can also design a distributed model of, let's say, once the flight is on the ground, the LLM can connect to the bigger model. then
Yes.
it can become self-sufficient once it is in the air.
Yes, yes, that can be there, but my take is like the memory, how much the LLM takes, because open source models, okay, they are available, they work on offline. First thing is that, and second thing is the memory they consume is very less. It can run on any devices, iPad and all those things. So for trivial tasks, I can use this. But yeah, you are also right. When the plane lands and all, for processing and all, that time you need higher LLMs. So that is my take on that. That's why I was going through the fine tuning, so that if anything is possible using these Olama or these models, so that can you process the document, or is there any possibility? So that is my take on this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Akshay, I think this will be the last question.
Yep.
Okay. But before many other
Yes.
interviews, of course.
Yeah.
Stuff, you know. So, where do you see? Recently I've been reading. Again, I want your take on this. Recently
Yes.
I've been reading.
Yes.
There's like new roles coming. There's
Yes.
forward deployed engineers, FDE.
Okay.
Then there is AI DLC, that is artificial intelligence development life cycle.
Oh my, yeah.
Okay, not the SDLC.
ADLC.
Okay. AI DLC.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
ADLC. Oh, okay,
Yes,
I
yes.
don't know if you want to call that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Okay, so ADLC, AI DLC, FD, forward deployed engineer, and there is the new test engineers who are validating the LLMs are not only testers, they are analysts, they are also trust builders and stuff and all, right? So, as per you, where are we going 3 years down the line, 5 years down the line? What do you think will happen? Where is software engineering, software services going?
Okay.
Again, it's as per you.
Okay. So I would say it will be more like test-driven development. There is domain-driven development, I would say. So I have personally used LLMs. Okay. So it reads through documents and does all the things for you. Okay. But there is one thing which it can't do. That is a domain thing, which you know, right? So if you are deep into domain, there are some nitty-gritty things that only you know. So you have to train AI on that. Sometimes it might hallucinate, and you should be there to validate that, right? So more than like testers, we will become like a validators. So whatever AI is giving, so we have to validate it, whether it is correct or not. And you can use AI just like a helping tool, right? Rather than, let's say like there is a lot of things going on, like AI will replace you and all those things. So rather than that, that is like just like Selenium. That time they were saying, right? If Selenium comes, all the manual, but still I am doing manual testing. Many people are doing manual testing in their jobs. Okay, so taking AI as a threat, more than that, you can take it as a helper, right? There will be more skills you can learn from AI. And one thing which I have noticed, including me, is whatever AI spits out, we directly integrate it with code. We never bother to check. We are thinking like, okay, whatever it is giving, it is right. So we need to validate. So I think the role will be changed to like better like validators. Along with testing, you have to validate what is happening. Then there is a opportunity for fine tuning also, because you are the domain expert. So you will have opportunity to train the LLMs based on whether it is giving right or wrong response. So that part also is there. So yeah.
See, this it's murky, or rather, it's not clear for anybody to comment on how things are going to be.
Yes.
I would clearly say AI is now part of our infrastructure that is going to be always there. It is not that you don't have a choice whether should I use AI or not. No, you should always have a choice which AI to use.
Exactly.
Okay, right?
Yes.
Now the second question. So if you've read my last the Manoj report, I had published one of the things saying that the AI is now not just helping you generate things. It is orchestrating, and it is taking control and helping you do the tasks with you.
Yes.
So it is no more just like you feed something, take something, generate an email kind of a thing. Those are all the days. That was 24.
Exactly. Yes.
Now, if you are not smart enough to learn and become something much more sophisticated with AI,
exactly,
you are missing the bus.
Yes. It is like a tool given to you. You know how to use it. Rather than, so that is what. And one thing about the Manoj report, last point, there was something called as multipass. You had written something about multipass. So that sparked an idea for me, like even if your multipass system is like you are giving the AI again and again to do, right? This we can use in testing as well. Like if something is coming up in testing, you can use a multipass to have a AI as a critique. So that can build a multipass system. Yeah.
Like LLM as a judge.
Exactly. That is what strike when I was reading your report. I saw the multipass, so it strike like we can use that AI this way as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Akshay,
Yeah.
thanks a lot. Really
Yeah.
appreciate your views.
Yes.
Very candid views.
Yeah.
And of course, there's so much of knowledge at your end.
Yes.
With your ways of life, with your thought process, ethos that you currently
Yes.
have, saying that you have to share the knowledge, contribute to the open source.
Yes.
We are fascinated to be associated. I am so happy that
Yes.
you are a good friend of mine. We will continue to see what are all the things that we can do.
Yes.
We will collaborate and see if we can contribute more to the world
Yes.
in the knowledge of whatever that you can bring in or I can bring in.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Akshay.
Thank you,
Really
Manoj.
enjoyed the conversation.
Thank you for inviting. It was a
Thank you.
pleasure. And keep up with the Manoj report. I read it regularly. It's fascinating.
Thank you, man. Thank you.